Welcome all of you. I welcome you all in our today's session, that is Informed Search Strategies Part 3. In previous two videos, we have seen the different informed search strategies. Those are nothing but the greedy best search strategy and the A-star strategy. Now in this session, we are going to see some part of A-star search strategy. The different informed search strategies are greedy best search strategy, A-star search, which is used for minimizing the total estimated solution cost, memory bounded heuristic search, and the learning to search better. So these are the four informed search strategies. Out of these, greedy best search we have studied earlier, and also we have gone through the A-star search strategy. The most widely known form of best search is called as the A-star search strategy. It evaluates nodes by combining G of n, that is the cost to reach the node, and H of n, which is nothing but the cost to get from the node to the goal. So here we will obtain f of n, which is equivalent to combination of G of n and H of n. So f of n is equal to G of n plus H of n. There are certain conditions to reach the optimality of the A-star search, which are nothing but the admissibility and consistency. The first condition we require for optimality is that H of n be an admissible heuristic. So what is meant by the admissible heuristic? An admissible heuristic is one that never overestimates the cost to reach the goal. The second slightly stronger condition, which is called as the consistency, or sometimes it is also known as the monotonicity, is required only for applications of A-star to graph search. A heuristic H of n is consistent if for every node n and every successor n dash of n generated by any action, the estimated cost of reaching the goal from n dash is no greater than the step cost of getting to n dash plus the estimated cost of reaching the goal from n. Okay, so what is C of n comma a comma n dash? It is nothing but the step cost of getting to n dash. And what is H of n dash? It is nothing but the estimated cost of reaching the goal from n. Okay, so our estimated cost H of n should not be greater than or equivalent to the sum of these two. So what is the optimality of A-star and how to achieve it? A-star search has the following properties. The tree search version of A-star is optimal if H of n is admissible, while the graph search version is optimal if H of n is consistent. So that is the difference in between our A-star search and graph search version. So A-star search is optimal if H of n is admissible, and the graph search version is optimal if H of n is consistent. We show the second of these two claims here, since it is more useful. Okay, the argument essentially mirrors the argument for the optimality of uniform cost search with G replaced by F, just as we have seen in the A-star algorithm itself. The first step is to establish the following. If h of n is consistent, then the value of f of n along any path are non-decreasing. The proof follows directly from the definition of consistency. Suppose n dash is a successor of n, then g of n dash is equal to g of n plus c of n comma a comma n dash. For some action A, and we have f of n dash is equal to g of n dash plus h of n dash. By replacing here the value of g of n dash, we have f of n dash is equal to g of n plus c of n comma a comma n dash plus h of n dash. This should be greater than or equal to g of n plus h of n, which is nothing but f of n. That means the f of n dash should be always greater than or equivalent to the f of n. The next step is to prove that whenever A star selects a node n for expansion, the optimal path to that node has been found. Were this not the case, there would have to be another frontier node n on the optimal path from the start node to n by the graph separation property, because f is non-decreasing along any path. N dash would have lower f cost than n dash and would have been selected first. From the two preceding observations, it follows that the sequence of nodes expanded by A star using graph search is in non-decreasing order of Fn. Hence, the first goal node selected for expansion must be an optimal solution, because f is the true cost of goal nodes which have h is equal to 0, and all later goal nodes will be at least as expensive. The fact for f costs are non-decreasing along any path also means that we can draw contours in the state space just like the contours in a topographic map. So figure shows here an example of that. The figure here shows the map of Romania, where the contours are shown at f is equivalent to 380. It shows here. Okay, so f is equal to 380. For f is equal to 400, this contour is provided here, and for f is equal to 420, this third contour is provided with Arad as the start state. So starting state is the Arad and the goal node is the Bucharest here, which is shown by B. Nodes inside a given contour have f costs less than or equal to the contour value. Okay, so all the nodes which are inside this contour have the f cost value less than or equal to the contour value. Inside the contour labeled 400, all nodes have f of n less than or equal to 400, and so on. Then because A star expands the frontier node of lowest f cost, we can see that an A star search fans out from the start node, adding nodes in concentric bands of increasing F cost. With uniform cost search, it is A star search using HM is equivalent to 0. The bands will be circular around the start state. With more accurate heuristics, the bands will stretch towards the goal state and become more narrowly focused around the optimal paths. If C star is the cost of the optimal solution path, then we can say the following. A star expands all nodes with f of n less than C star, and A star might then expand some of the nodes right on the goal contour where f of n is equal to C star before selecting a goal node. Completeness requires that there be only finitely many nodes with cost less than or equal to C star. A condition that is true if all step costs exceed some finite and if B is finite. Notice that A star expands no nodes with f of n greater than C star. For example, Timisoara is not expanded in figure even though it is a child of the root. We say that the subtree below Timisoara is pruned because HSLD is admissible. The algorithm can safely ignore this subtree while still guaranteeing optimality. The concept of pruning, eliminating possibilities from considering without having to examine them, is important for many areas of AI. So what is pruning? It is eliminating possibilities from considering without having to examine them. One final observation is that among optimal algorithms of this type, algorithms that extend search paths from the root and use the same heuristic information, A star is optimally efficient for any given consistent heuristic. That is, no other optimal algorithm is guaranteed to expand fewer nodes than A star, except possibly through tie breaking among nodes with f of n is equal to C star. This is because any algorithm that does not expand all nodes with f of n less than C star runs the risk of missing the optimal solution. That A star search is complete, optimal and optimally efficient among all such algorithms is rather satisfying. Unfortunately, it does not mean that A star is the answer to all our searching needs. The catch is that for most problems, the number of states within the goal contour search space is still exponential in the length of the solution. For problems with constant step cost, the growth in runtime as a function of the optimal solution depth D is analyzed in terms of the absolute error or the relative error of the heuristic. The absolute error is defined as delta is equal to h star minus h, where h star is the actual cost of getting from root to the goal. and the relative error is defined as epsilon is equal to h star minus h divided by h star. The complexity results depend very strongly on the assumptions made about the state space. The simplest model studied is a state space that has a single goal and is essentially a tree with reversible actions. In this case, the time complexity of A star is exponential in the maximum absolute error, that is O of b raised to delta. The constant state costs, we can write this as O of b raised to epsilon d, where d is the solution depth. For almost all heuristic in practical use, the absolute error is at least proportional to the path cost h star. So, is constant or growing, and the time complexity is exponential in d. We can also see the effect of a more accurate heuristic, that is O of b raised to epsilon d is equal to O of b raised to epsilon the whole raised to d. So, the effective branching factor is b, which we are going to define in our next session. The state space has many goal states, particularly near optimal goal states. The search process can be led astray from the optimal path, and there is an extra cost proportional to the number of goals whose cost is within a factor of the optimal cost. Finally, the general case of a graph, the situation is even worst. There can be exponentially many states with f of n less than c star, even if the absolute error is bounded by a constant. For example, consider a version of the vacuum world where the agent can clean up any square for unit cost without even having to visit it. In that case, squares can be cleaned in any order. With n initially dirty squares, there are 2 raised to n states where some subset has been cleaned, and all of them are on an optimal solution path, and hence it satisfies f of n less than c star, even if the heuristic has an error of 1. The complexity of A star search often marks it impractical to insist on finding an optimal solution. One can use variants of A star that find suboptimal solutions quickly, or one can sometimes design heuristics that are more accurate but not strictly admissible. In any case, the use of a good heuristic still provides enormous savings compared to the use of an uninformed search. Computation time is not, however, A star's main drawback, because it keeps all generated nodes in memory, as do all graph search algorithms. So A star usually runs out of the space along before it runs out of the time. For this reason, A star is not practical for many large-scale problems. There are, however, algorithms that overcome the space problem without sacrificing optimality or completeness. at a small cost in execution time. So this is all about the optimality of the A-star search. In our next video, we are going to see the next informed search strategies, that is memory bounded heuristic search and the learning to search better. Thank you.